Yo, what's going on, guys? Today, I'm gonna be making a video just talking about where this Nightmare on Elm Street franchise can go because, you know, like 2 weeks ago, I posted a video, just talking about Robert Englund, about him saying that he's not gonna return to play Freddy Krueger, and I talked about that in that video. And I also talked about in that video I talked about just like, some of the possibilities that they can do for this franchise. And I guess I kind of just want to go more into that. So, yeah, this video is going to be about the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise, if it'll return and what they can do for a new movie, new concepts. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. I would really appreciate it. And we're just going to dive right into this. So, Nightmare on Elm Street. This franchise has been in the dirt for at least, since the remake. And that was like such a long time ago. So, this franchise has pretty much been dead ever since, the remake. And pretty much I felt like, whenever we got that news that, Robert Englund wasn't going to come back to play Freddy Krueger, I was, like I said in that video, I kind of felt like Robert Englund wasn't going to come back anyways. I've, already suspected that and just felt like he probably wouldn't want to return for that role at this point. So I was right pretty much because, we got the confirmation and everything. So, Robert Englund, he's not in the picture anymore. But there's, like I said, there's many other actors that I'm sure can play this role of Freddy Krueger and can really, play the part correctly and, may do better than the remake Freddy, And like I've said this before, but, Jackie Earle Haley, who played Freddy Krueger in the remake of Nightmare on Elm Street, like, I don't hate the actor. It's just that, like, I felt like the writing for the Freddy Krueger character was just not that good. I just didn't really like the writing. That's mainly what it was. But there's, like I said, there's many actors that I'm sure can play this role really good. So I still have hope for anyone to really play this role and, play Freddy Krueger. It's like, it's not out of the possibility for anyone to come and play this role. And there's so many good actors out there. Like, I felt like, I've thrown this out there before, but like William Dafoe, imagine he played Freddy Krueger. That would be awesome. But in terms of the franchise returning as well, like for a new concept for a movie that they can do, if they were to make a new Nightmare on Elm Street movie, which whenever that is, a concept that they can go for. And, I've thought of ideas before, and it's kind of tough, but I feel like they can do a new movie, either completely a remake, not a remake, but like a completely reset, brand new, fresh movie, just like no tie-ins to the other movies at all. It's this, like, they can do a new Nightmare on Elm Street movie that's just its own thing, someone else playing Freddy Krueger, and it's just a completely different story, new characters, all that. So they can, if they were to make a new Nightmare on Elm Street movie, they can have it be its own thing. Obviously it would still count as like, just, it's still a part of the franchise, but it's just its own thing. It's a standalone Nightmare on Elm Street film. And if they were to do a new Nightmare on Elm Street movie, they can have it be a standalone movie where it's just its own thing, new story, fresh take, new characters, brand new and different concepts. And they can do that. Or they can go the requel route and just, have a new film where it's connected to only the original Nightmare on Elm Street, and they can, bring like Heather Langenkamp back, and she can play, her final girl role as Nancy Thompson, and we can see her come back again. And basically like Halloween 2018, where we saw Laurie Strode come back, and she's much older now, and that film is only connected to the original Halloween, and they can do that with Nightmare on Elm Street. Like they can have a new Nightmare on Elm Street movie that's only connected to the original, and that's it. All the other sequels in the franchise don't exist. It's only the original that the new Nightmare on Elm Street movie would be connected to, and they can have a new story with Nancy Thompson, and start off from there and just continue, and they can do that, and I feel like that would be cool. They can, like I said, they can go that Halloween 2018 route, that requel route, legacy sequel, whatever you want to call it. Like they can go that route and do that. But I felt like, I would like them to do that, but at the same time, I feel like it would be better if they were to do just a brand new Nightmare on Elm Street movie with just have it be its own thing. Like I said earlier, just a brand new Nightmare on Elm Street movie that's just a standalone, that's its own thing with a new story. Because I feel like if they go that Halloween 2018 route where they bring back Nancy, and she's much older now, and it's the new Nightmare on Elm Street movies only connected to the original, and that's it, and they try to start a new story from there. I feel like, I don't know, because they could do that, but at the same time, it's like I just feel like it would probably be better if they were to just do a brand new movie and story, and just have it be its own thing. Just because I feel like tying it back to the original, or trying to tie it back to the past, may not work out as well. I just feel like I feel like it's best off, for me at least, if they just tried their own thing. If they make a new Nightmare on Elm Street movie, just have it be its own movie with the new characters, new story, and that's it. They can definitely do that. But or I've thought of this idea before too, but maybe they continue a story with Lisa. You guys remember Lisa from Freddy's Dead, which I don't like this movie either. I don't completely hate it. There's some parts that I like of this movie, but for the most part, this movie's like just, very comedic and just over the top. So yeah, this movie, I don't really like Freddy's Dead, but they can do some, like, maybe, because we know, like, she like, so-called kills Freddy at the end of this movie. So Freddy Krueger's daughter, we get introduced to her, and the final showdown with them, and she like blows him up. So Freddy Krueger's daughter Lisa just blows Freddy Krueger into pieces, and that's what happens at the end of this movie. But like they can do a whole different, like maybe a whole new timeline and whatnot. Like they can have a new timeline, and I know that they would kind of now at this point they would be going the Halloween 2018. Oh, well, not Halloween 2018, but just the Halloween franchise in general, because the Halloween franchise has so many different timelines, and Nightmare on Elm Street doesn't really have, just like different timelines and all this different stuff that the Halloween franchise does. Like Nightmare on Elm Street franchise isn't like that. It doesn't have a whole bunch of timelines, but they can create just another timeline where, Freddy Krueger's daughter Lisa she's like grown up, and Freddy's Dead never happened. Freddy's Dead is just like it's not part of the new story with Freddy Krueger's daughter, so they can do a new movie with her character, and she's a part of it and whatnot. Like, and I feel like that they can expand with her character and do a story with her for like a new movie, and maybe do a trilogy, whatever. Like, I feel like that would be cool because I kind of do like, Lisa's character in Freddy's Dead, and I thought she was a, pretty good final girl. It's just the fact that the movie was just surrounded by so much chaos and comedy that it's kind of just hard to take, to really take in with anything else. Like, you know, but she was a great character. I liked Freddy Krueger's daughter, Lisa. Like, she was a great character, and I enjoyed her. So I felt like they can do a new movie, continuing like, just like I said, Freddy's Dead wouldn't exist, but it's a new Nightmare on Elm Street movie with just her character, and so it's just a new timeline with and a new story with her character only, and that's it. They can do something like that, and I feel like that would be cool. That would be a cool concept for them to go with, but I feel like that would just be awesome to see. But if they don't go that route, I mean, I don't really care. But they can also just, maybe they can even do a movie, a new Nightmare on Elm Street movie, where it's not even really like Freddy Krueger. It's just a brand new, like a brand new character, a brand new villain that's not Freddy Krueger. And like, because I searched this up earlier, and because I, like, on Wikipedia, I searched this up, and I just wanted to show you guys, just to kind of like, so that way you guys can understand my concept that I'm going for here. So I searched this up just to remind you guys, because they explained Freddy Krueger and how he gets his powers. Because it says here on Wikipedia, this article, it says, how do Freddy Krueger's powers work? Before Freddy was killed by a vigilante mob of all Springwood citizens as a human, the dream demons appear to him and offer him a deal involving him to become their agent in exchange for vast power and to become forever. Freddy accepts their deal, and the demons merge with him, giving them his powers. So Freddy Krueger, you guys remember Freddy Krueger, before he was killed, they explained he was just like a regular human, and he was about to die because the parents of Springwood, they were burning the old boiler room, the abandoned boiler room building that he was in. And they like burned it when they saw Freddy Krueger was in there. And they basically were killing him. They were setting him on fire. And then that's when the dream demons, they like come to Freddy, and they're like talking to him before he's about to die. And they're like, oh, like, if you join us, we'll give you these power. And Freddy Krueger ends up accepting their deal. So then that's when the demons, the dream demons become a part of him, and Freddy Krueger now has the powers. So that's how they explained it. And imagine though, like, for a new Nightmare on Elm Street movie, and I've thought of this idea before, but this specific thing that I'm gonna say wasn't my idea. It kind of came from Eric from Bearded Entertainment. I heard him say this, but I remember because like I said, this idea specifically, I have thought of this before, but this specific idea that I'm about to bring up came from Bearded Entertainment. I heard it from him. He said that maybe Robert Englund plays in a new Nightmare on Elm Street movie for like 5 minutes, and he is like, just Freddy Krueger for 5 minutes, and the dream demons, they tell him that they no longer want to be a part of him anymore. They no longer, they tell the dream demons tell Freddy Krueger that they don't want to be a part of him or give him any power, and they want to, try out someone, like they want to try out others as well and give them power, so that way they can also be just like Freddy Krueger, who had all these, dream world powers that he had for the longest time. And these dream demons want to, pass the torch to others as well. They want to give others power. So, they no longer, the dream demons no longer want to be a part of Freddy Krueger, and they want to pass the torch to someone else. So then, maybe like, well, I remember because like Bearded Entertainment said that, like, what if Robert Englund plays as one of the dream demons, and he like that's like sort of his cameo, and he like passes, and the dream demons enter someone else, and they become sort of the new Freddy Krueger with all the powers, the dream demon powers and whatnot. So now that's sort of like a symbolism of showing the passing of the torch to a new character, someone else, someone completely different, now has the dream demon powers that are entered into them, and Freddy Krueger no longer has powers anymore. So he no longer can control dreams and any of that. The torch has been passed, and those powers have been given to someone else. So, and that like I said, Beard Entertainment came up with the idea of like Robert Englund, doing a cameo as one of the dream demons, entering a new character and giving them their power. So yeah, but I think that could work, honestly, because some fans may not like the idea, because they might be like, oh, but why not just have Freddy Krueger? Like, why do you have to, why would the dream demons give their power to a brand new character that is not Freddy? Like, why would they just do that? Well, because for a new Nightmare on Elm Street movie, they can easily just be like, they can have it just be its own thing with the new story and new characters, like I said earlier. And in order to do that, they have to completely pass the torch from Freddy Krueger to a new character. And now that new character has powers, the dream demon powers. So, I feel like they can do that, because then they would establish right off the bat that they are no longer, that this new Nightmare on Elm Street movie, they would show that they're completely doing their own thing. They're not tying it to the past. It's not Freddy Krueger. It's someone else who has these powers now. They're passing the torch to someone else, and that symbolism could be shown by the dream demons not wanting to be a part of Freddy Krueger. Like, they want to jump from, person to person, I guess, like that kind of thing. They want to try out others as well and give them power. That can kind of be like the concept that they could be going for if they were to do a new Nightmare on Elm Street movie. And that's why the torch no longer is it's no longer with Freddy Krueger. The torch is now being passed to a new character. So that way we would now know that for this new Nightmare on Elm Street movie, they're completely moving on from the past and are doing their own thing. This new character now has the powers, not Freddy Krueger. Would that not be cool? I mean, I feel like that would be cool. I mean, because like I said, some fans may not like the idea, but I don't think we necessarily need Freddy Krueger to be the villain. It can easily be someone else as well. And if they really want to show that they're passing the torch and doing their own things, they can establish that right off the bat, just showing the dream demons giving someone else their power. So I feel like that would be a cool concept and idea that is different, that they can go for. But let me know what you guys think with that. I mean, there's a lot of ideas I thought of with this video. Some of them you may have heard before, but I just wanted to just bring up some of the ideas that they can do for a new Nightmare on Elm Street movie whenever they make one, whenever that is, you know. So it would just be cool. Like there's so many cool things they can do for a new Nightmare on Elm Street movie. And you know, if they were to do a new Nightmare on Elm Street, like I said, I don't necessarily think that they need Freddy Krueger specifically to be the villain. Like they can go with the concept that anyone can be Freddy Krueger. And I know that that may not sound like a good idea, you know, but I mean, for a new Nightmare on Elm Street movie that's just its own thing, I feel like I could buy that idea. I can go for it. And, you know, if it's not a good idea, I mean, you know, I'm not saying they're gonna do that or that they have to, but I feel like if they want to try something new like that, I wouldn't mind. Like there's so many things that they can do for a new Nightmare on Elm Street movie, so many cool ideas that I feel like, you know, whatever they go for, it'll be interesting. I'm intrigued to see, just in general, when we're getting a new Nightmare on Elm Street movie, because it's like I said, it's been so long, and at this point, you know, it's kind of just like, you know, when is it gonna happen? You know, like it's been way too long, and you know, a lot of us Nightmare on Elm Street fans are just craving for a new Nightmare on Elm Street movie. Like, I'm just ready for it. So, you know, whatever they do, if they just start off fresh for a new Nightmare on Elm Street movie, do something completely different, new characters, new Freddy, or if they like tie it back to the original, or if they go with the concept of, you know, maybe Freddy has a, you know, with Freddy's daughter, they do a new story with her, or maybe Freddy has a son, I don't know, and they do a story with him. Like, I don't know, like there's so many ideas that they can go for with the new Nightmare on Elm Street movie. We just don't know right now what that idea would be. But I'm interested though, and just in general, I'm interested just when we're getting a new Nightmare on Elm Street film. But regardless, you know, let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and what you guys thought of this video. Let me know your guys' ideas in the comments, and you know, like I said, just let me know your ideas and comment down below. Like, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.